I decided to switch this up a little bit and show you guys a pregame low light. Now, this is something that 2K needs to fix.
Bruh.
Are you kidding me? That better not be there in 2K15. So now we're at that point of the year where 2K15 is less than a month away, and the only thing we can really do is just talk about what we're expecting and what news is going to come out, you know, kind of help 2K promote the next game, and just talk about what's going to come in the future. So inside of this game, this is a game where Oscar Robertson came off the bench and lit it up. And he did it without the nice signature skills. You know, I like to give you guys a little background before I get into the topic. And this is going to be one of the first videos I do about the new overalls that's going to be coming to 2K15. And I'm not going to go into the whole breakdown of how the overall system works now. I'm going to save that for the next video. Inside this one, I want to talk to you guys and get your opinions on how you feel about that they're changing the overalls to make players lower. For instance, no current player is going to be a 99 overall. That means LeBron James is going, I'm speculating, and I think everybody else is expecting this also, he's like going to be a 98 or something like that. But I just cannot believe that they lowered him down. I feel if anybody deserves a 99 since the Jordan era, it would be LeBron James. We haven't seen a player who's been such a complete package since Jordan. This guy has the passing, he has the defense, he has the speed, he has the shot, he has the finishing ability. I don't know why he's not a 99, but I don't know. Maybe they'll lower his defensive awareness to a 90 or something. You know how they like to play with awareness. 2K has also mentioned that there will only be 4 players from current era in the 90s. So that means that LeBron's obviously one of them. Kevin Durant, we already know that his rating is a 95. A lot of people were expecting him to be a 99, but there's no way he would ever be rated higher than LeBron James. He doesn't have as much that he can bring to the table. So now that we know 2 of the players, the question becomes, who are the last 2? If I had to make a guess, that was a crazy pass, LeBron James. That's why you're a 98. But if I had to make a guess, I would go with Chris Paul, because he's been a very, very high rated modern day player ever since, what, 2K, I don't know, I started playing in 2K11. I don't know what came before that, but I would assume that he would have been in the 90s back in 2K10. He was on the cover a couple years before that. So my guess is Chris Paul. He's still going to be in the 90s. And the last person is hard to guess. I want to say Dwight, but I've always felt that 2K has severely underrated Dwight. I could see him being a 89, because 2K really does not respect the big man. They've limited the ability to really play in the post. They made it so easy to be stolen from. They lowered their offensive abilities just in general outside of the post. Even the guys who are the main faces of 2K, when they play, their main teams on my team only have 1 big man. They usually don't even use power forwards at all. Look at how weak the power forwards are. They're offensive juggernauts, but goodness gracious, they're so interchangeable inside this game. Look at that defense. So if it's not Dwight Howard, the only other player I can see them maybe trying to bump up to a 90, I don't know. I really don't know. And there's people I would think of, like, I don't want to say Russell Westbrook, because it makes no sense to me. How is Russell Westbrook, how did he basically have the exact same stats 2 years in a row as if he wasn't playing? Kobe didn't even play and his stats were still pretty decent. So if Kobe is in the 90s, that would be the biggest travesty in 2K history. That would be the biggest, no, that would be the worst error in judgment yet. Because there's no way that a guy who averaged 20 points on somewhat inefficient shooting while only playing 6 games in his mid to late 30s should be the 4th highest rated player in this game, especially over players who had great seasons. So if it's not Russell Westbrook, I would assume it would have to be another big man, like maybe Blake Griffin, because he finished so high in the MVP race. I don't want to say Anthony Davis, because sure, he's good, but his stats don't really, like, you know, they don't translate well into being like a dominant 2K like player. Like, look at Dirk. He won Finals MVP and had one of the most amazing postseasons I've ever seen. He came back to 2K12 with an 85 rating. and Andre Iguodala had an 85 also, playing on the Sixers. So, you know, I don't know what's going to happen. Let me know who you guys think is the worthy person to have at that 4th highest spot. As of today, at this moment, the highest rated player we know other than Kevin Durant, LeBron James, is Andre Drummond with an 83 rating. And after him, Andrew Bogut with an 80 rating. The way 2K was trying to tell players about the ratings, like they told the rookies, and they kind of like leaked that inside of a video, when they were asking the rookies what they thought they were going to be, and then they told them the truth. So that's how we found out about all the rookies. Then they decided that they were going to tell us about all the highest rated players by Twitter followers. So when they made it to 580,000 followers, they would tell you 20 players. Then 585,000 followers, like in increments of 5,000, they would tell you another 20, and they keep doing that and keep doing that and keep doing that till you got down to 0. That's just their way of trying to boost their Twitter following. But we know that we're not going to get to 0 before 2K15 comes out. They would need, I'm not even doing the math, but they're not going to do it before 2K15 comes out. I'm not really sure how I feel about this whole system. I got to see how it plays. Like, maybe it might make for more balance and more variety inside of 2K, and maybe more interesting My Team games also, because that's the one I care about, you know, the most. I just hope that for the people who may just view the ratings at the end all be all, like the people who only use, you know, the highest 12 players that they could find in 2K when they play online, like I hope that it adds for more variety, because there are literally people who choose the highest rated player every position. They build a team around it and then wonder why they lose. Like for me, I just scored with Eddie Jones. He fits my play style. He's only an 86 rating, but to me he feels like a 90. The only way he could be any better is if he was a faster player, because he has an 86, I think, in like speed, and like maybe an 80 in a quickness or something like that. But look at the guy. He's throwing down, he's scoring on fast breaks, he does what I need him to do, and he plays great defense. So I'm hoping for more variety in My Team. The only place the ratings really matter to me are inside the modes that involve my players, because we used to be so excited. Look at that play right there by Oscar Robertson. But we used to be so excited at seeing like how fast we can get our ratings up and how the grind was, but because of VC, everybody had 99s immediately, and that kind of ruined the fun for me. That's one of the reasons why I like making my team video, my career videos, but I don't like watching my career videos because everybody's so good. I remember when VC first got introduced, commentators had 90 ratings by their like 4th and 5th game, and I was just like, this isn't even fun. Like, there's no struggle anymore. Like me, I don't put myself higher than an 80 because it does everything I need to do. I'm averaging a triple double in the my first postseason at an 80 rating. Like, what do I need to be at 99 for? Unless, you know, I'm playing in crew or something like that, then I raise my rating. But that's a whole nother topic. The next video I'm going to be talking in depth about the actual changes to the rating system and explain to you what 2K, well, at least what I believe that they meant when they were trying to like tell us about it. But as you guys can see, player of the game off the bench, Oscar Robertson, he came in, he just did his thing. 17 points, 13 assists, efficient.